Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to askNK. Today we have some interesting updates coming from the folks at Pixologic. At the same time, this is in tandem with the folks at Maxon. It is a very interesting update and it has to do with the fact that Maxon is purchasing Pixologic, creators of Zbrush. Maxon is an amazing company, very powerful, cool stuff. They have like lots of things, they purchase whatever they like, and it is cool. You know, we talked about the fact that Forger was made free at the time for those who own the classic one, and they've also purchased the Universe. They did purchase Red Giant, Redshift, and also they are the owners of Cinema 4D. Pretty cool motion graphic tool. I think one of the best out there. And this makes a lot of sense. But then there is also something about what you can do with ZBrush that is just pretty unique. I actually don't care about the UI at this point. I just want to get my ZBrush back. Like, give me back my ZBrush and don't sell it. And the reason why I'm sounding this way is because of the previous way Maxon have served subscription and licenses to their creators. Now, let's get back to ZBrush and talk about some stuff. Now, if you go over to Pixologic right now, Pixologic gives you some pretty nice things that you can work with. First off, community is great, people are nice, everything looks cool. You purchase a license and then you would have a lifetime license and a lifetime upgrade. I think that was what we all enjoyed. I've been using Pixologic ZBrush for about 6 to 7 years now and have never paid to upgrade my license. And that's just one amazing thing about owning a perpetual license from Pixologic. And of course, if you like to own subscriptions, you can also choose to pay for subscriptions and you can see how much these things cost per month, which is very safe. I mean, if you're going to use ZBrush for 6 months and pay this amount, I think it's just fair. At the same time, if you'll be using a perpetual license and you have to pay like, you know, $900, or right now that there's a slash, $805 to say the least, I think it makes a lot of sense. And where my concern starts pushing in really hard is Maxon. Now, I don't have a problem with the folks at Maxon purchasing ZBrush. You know, they can purchase whatever company they like. It's cool, it's nice, they should do that. It is their right to do it. Once you have the fund, pay for it and get it. That is not a problem. The only thing I have as a concern is the way they serve their subscription. Now, some time ago, we talked about the fact that a product like Cinema 4D had 2 tiers. I mean, I've never seen a tool have 2 tiers until I actually saw Maxon do it. And that was with an announced version of Cinema 4D that dealt with a subscription version and also a release version. So if you go over to the pricing here, you notice that we have the Maxon one, which offers you like lots of things that you can work with. And then you have the Cinema 4D and you have the Redshift and all these things are subscription based down to Forger. And when I purchased Forger at the point, Forger was a one-time purchase. But now, because Maxon purchased this and with little to no huge updates, you now have to pay per month to own it. Now, if you go over to the perpetual license page, you'd also notice that they have a couple of perpetual licensing things going on here. And then this means that at the point they can choose to serve updates to the folks within the subscription and deprive these guys of it. You know, it just doesn't make so much sense. It's not like you're not going to get an upgrade. It only means that you have to pay for this upgrade. And in most cases, this upgrade might be served later in the year, just like we saw with the S version of Cinema 4D and also the R version of Cinema 4D. That doesn't look so nice. And bringing these all back home brings us to the point where Maxon is going to be owning one of the most powerful tools within the CG space. ZBrush is an industry-leading 3D sculpting tool, and it has so many potentials. Lots of cool artworks has been done with it. And the fact that many people can just purchase this tool for once and get updates every single time there is a release just makes it an amazing experience for everyone that uses ZBrush. And if you look down here, you would see that the official policy is that we guarantee a free upgrade for 1 year from the date of purchase. However, in practice, we actually never charge for an upgrade in the past 22 years. But then I fear this will change, and for a company like this that can actually monetize a one-time payment tool for a mobile device, then it simply means that ZBrush would not only be having that subscription thing that they already have, but this would become a policy that will stand and stay. And if you go over to the release note from the folks at Pixologic, you can see they say it's a new dawn, which sort of means that things have been set in motion. So pending regulatory approval later this month, they will be joining Maxon and their software ecosystem. You can also see the announcement here from the folks at Maxon saying that the acquisition is expected to close during the fourth quarter of 2021 and it is subject to customary regulation approval and closing conditions. So probably by this time they're trading words of how much things are going to cost, and it's also worth knowing that the folks at Zbrush will still retain their rights and all that within the company, but Zbrush would now become part of the Maxon One. And I don't know how I would say this. Maxon One is just like a one-time payment and you can get almost everything. Let's see what the payment plan looks like. So if you pay for Maxon One, you'll be able to get Cinema 4D, you can get Redshift, Red Giant, Universe, Forger, and the Cineverse. So once Zbrush gets purchased, we'll definitely see one more tab here that would include Zbrush, and of course it will be part of Maxon One. At this point, I do not know what the fate of those who already owned the Keyshot Bridge. I don't know what the folks that own the Keyshot Bridge would do, as at this point there is no specifics about what would happen to Keyshot Bridge, if Keyshot Bridge would come for the ride, or if Keyshot Bridge will still remain with Keyshot and they can foster a new relationship with them. But as it stands, would no longer have Pixologic Zbrush, but Maxon Zbrush. And that might get a little bit of getting used to. So this is more like it. The both companies, amazing companies. I am only concerned about the subscription module of Maxon. For that of Zbrush, things have been going fine. I love the whole community-driven idea, which is perfect, and it just makes a lot of sense. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section. I just want my Zbrush back. I just like my user interface the way it is, and I would like to get more and more free updates for my Zbrush, contrary to paying for it. And if that is a plea I would like to give to the folks at Maxon as they purchase this. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video or you learned something from this, you can go ahead and give a like and don't forget to share with a friend. And until I see you guys in the next one, peace.